Dub-bup.
Beep.
Derbup. Four-bup.
Beep.
Bab. Okay, Nix, you can be turned off because we're not using you, I guess.
Which means I had better turn off mine. And I just activated a Sheikah tower, essentially. They're known as Skyview towers in tiers.
Sorry, I got sent more shit.
Oh no!
Ah!
Stop watching. Hi, Fade.
Hello.
We gotta change the plans.
Hold on.
There we go.
Da da da.
Da 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 da.
Da.
That's closer to a baked potato with this power. Good fucking lord.
Baked potato.
Baked potato, what?
Something about the guy's computer we raided yesterday.
Well, I'll be right back.
Oh.
He literally just got here.
He just got here.
He did.
Oh, where's the thing? I gotta set up a little bit of... Oh, I don't have music. That's important. I'm gonna go get the playlist. Just let it go. Do not.
I'm back.
Oh, hi.
Sorry, my blood is currently 49.
Oh, Jesus.
Yeah.
That's actually low.
Very low.
Yeah. Oh, I need this one first. Okay. Sorry, I'm setting up images.
Yeah, because we got art to go with this chapter as well.
There's a lot of it, but a lot is unfinished.
Yeah, but at the very least, preview. And of course, there's a stretch.
Thank you. Oh, where's the other one? There it is. There's so much. So much. So many. And then I put this one here. And then this one,
And then
this one. Y'all are gonna have some unfinished art as well.
yeah, you're talking to nobody right now. We're in an ad break.
Good.
Is it an ad?
Yeah,
I don't see an ad.
What?
it said the ad break ends in 1 minute and 15 now.
I don't have an ad.
Magically, you avoided the void.
It'll happen to him. Don't worry about that.
Still setting up images. Oh god, there's so many.
I'm out of sugar tablets. Oh no.
Eh?
So, be right back again.
Okay. And then it's this one, and then it's this one, and then it's this one. I think I got. Oh. You're very large. Why are you large? Can my mouse please be like... Nope! Can't play that! Nope! Is it... You can start. I'm just gonna be...
I just gotta do one last thing here. Let me just double check something here. Oh, yay.
I gotta adjust some of these things.
I'm back.
Alright.
My body feels weird. Very weird. Ooh. The lowest there was 30.
There we
Yes.
go. I got a thing just now. For whenever we're waiting on something, this is the perfect one for it.
Oh, great.
So,
Yeah.
yeah.
May 1865. Kyo. The Shinsengumi had moved to Nishi-Hawangji Temple with no problems and had been enjoying the extra room that they had. On this particular day, though, the temple was buzzing. The new men had finally arrived along with Heisuke. Haruka was watching from the railing with Chizuru as the men entered the temple.
That's a lot. Which means a lot more work and messes from them. I'm sure things will be fine. Don't let them pile everything on you, okay? Right.
Then they heard a voice call out, "Oi! Kasa! Chizuru!" It was Heisuke, running over to them up the stairs. "Did you two miss me?"
I put that in just for you.
The oi?
Yes.
Yes! Yes! There's also a blue slinky in my hands. It's the smaller one that can fit around a flashlight.
Okay.
I have a flashlight next to my hand.
Oh, good. I got two of them.
Hisuke-kun. It's been a bit less chaotic without you.
Did Shin and Sato bother you? Chizuru gave a small laugh.
Not me, but... They broke my teacup.
They what?
Don't worry, I got them to pay me back. From their pay.
Jeez. Heisuke then perked up and grabbed Haruka's arm. "Oh, I gotta show you something real quick. Come with me." And he started to drag her in a certain direction away from everyone.
Huh? Can't you show me here?
No way, come on!
Okay.
Haruka let Heisuke take the lead as they left around the corner. Chizuru stood there for a second confused before someone called her to meet some of the other men. Meanwhile, Heisuke brought Haruka in front of a room and stood there. "Okay, give me a sec." He entered the room quickly and with something in his hand and closed the door. Haruka just leaned back against the railing as she waited.
Whatever it is, he seemed excited about it.
Soon the door opened and Heisuke came out grinning, sticking his arms out. Ta-da! He tilted her head at him. He didn't look any different, but he was showing off something. "Take a look, Kasan!" She pushed herself off the railing whenever she noticed
Hisuke, you...
something. "Yeah!" He nodded his head.
So that's why my mother left the village.
Heisuke took a step closer to her. "It's my fault, really. I asked Miko if I could be adopted into your family and Oba-san took interest."
Then you know everything.
Yeah, I know everything." Heisuke looked away from her. "I don't want to replace him. But I want to be there for you, Kasan. And I think he'd want me too. 'Cause that's a lot for you to carry, and we're family now. We're supposed to help each other." Haruka gave a small laugh.
You're right, but you're under secrecy now too, understand?
He nodded his head. Yeah, I know. He then grinned. Oh, can I show you the others now?
Alright.
Or can I... Okay, can I show the others now?
Alright. You're gonna make a big deal out of it anyway.
The boys started grinning even bigger and took off while Haruka behind them. When she caught up with them, she could hear loud voices. Shit, Sano, can you tell that something's different about me? Did you get taller, Hesuke? Hanada asked. That just got a laugh from Nakakura. No way, he's still as short as when we last saw him. Hesuke just stared at both of them, annoyed. Glad to see you two old bastards haven't changed. He looked over at Chizuru, Saito, and Okita. You guys see it, right? Chizuru tilted her head for a second. Oh, you don't see it, Chizuru-chan? Okita grinned. You see it, right, Hajime-kun? It is obvious.
Uh-huh.
Chizuru looked between the two of them before looking back at Hesuke. That's whenever a voice called out. Try looking at the left side of his chest. Hijikata said as he, Kondo, Ito, and Inoue joined the group. There's a certain crest on him now.
Oh, you're right.
My, so you've gained a younger brother, Shinomi-sama? Haruka shrugged, Ito asked.
It came as a surprise to me. Seems this has been planned for months.
Haruka then looked over at Kondo.
How mean of you to keep something away from me again, Kondo-san.
I was sworn to secrecy. He wanted to tell you himself.
Ah, so you're already causing trouble as my brother, Hesuke.
Hesuke grinned when he looked at her. Hey, I gotta start at some point, Kasan. You're still going to call her that? Why not? Haruka shrugs.
He already calls my mother a bassa like everyone else in the village. And I'm too used to the nickname Hesuke gave me.
It's not really fair that Hesuke gets to be a part of your family, Kasan.
What? You want to be adopted too?
Nah, on second thought, having an older sister like you would be annoying.
Then don't complain!
But it really isn't.
You're just mad you didn't get to meet my mother.
I want to get to know her.
For what reason?
I just want to meet the one you get your personality from, cause you really didn't get it from your dad. Soji then dodged the pal that was thrown at him as I was laying on the railing. Hey, I'm kidding! Chizuru just laughed nervously.
Was that supposed to be funny?
She thought to herself. They then heard barking and turned to it. Shota had come back with Shimu. They then heard barking, who immediately ran to Hesuke and jumped at him. Well, nice to see you too, Shimu! Hesuke laughed as he was tackled to the ground. Shota ran up. Hesuke, you're back! Hey, Shota! Shota then had a blank look, having eyed the crest. Wait a sec, Shota pointed at Hesuke, then looked at Haruka. She just shrugged.
Akasan has adopted him, not just as a clan member, but my younger brother.
The only response out of Shota was a loud gasp as Haruka counted down her fingers from 3 to 0. Hesuke, you're part of the clan now! Well, yeah, it felt right. Shota grabbed his shoulders. You also saw Jun? Junichi, right? Yeah, what about him? Shota's eyes started to water before he looked at Haruka. Haruka me.
I know.
June!
I know.
Shota started to cry. Everyone looked at him confused as Haruka leaned out the railing as Shota came over and looked at her. He saw him.
Shota and Junichi are lovers. It's been a while since they've seen each other.
What?
My Kaze, what the fuck? Stop playing!
What? You don't let them see each other? Kinda cruel, isn't it? Haruka just held up a finger and looked at Shota.
Shota, go home.
No!
Why?
'Cause it's my job to protect you!
And both Miko and Daichi can take your place.
No, I'm the one assigned to it.
Shota.
No. I actively crossed my arms, as he did, and he pouted. Hanukkah just threw up her hands and gave up.
Every time I
Every time
try...
Oh, right.
Every time I try, this happens. I can't force them, even though the four of them trained for the exact same role.
That's some loyalty. Nagakura placed a hand on Shota's shoulder. Why don't you let us take care of Hanukkah-chan? Uh-huh. You want to see your man, right? We can handle protecting both Hanukkah-chan and Chizuru. Besides, no one's gonna mess with us, and Hesuke's gonna help too, right, Hesuke? He jumped to his feet. Yeah! And then he remembered something and reached for his pocket. All right, Shota, here! Hesuke walked over to him and handed him a little wooden bird. Jinichi told me to give this to you. Shota picked it up and his eyes lit up. He stood there looking at it. When he didn't respond, Nagakura waved his hand in front. You okay, Shota? Shota then snapped out of it. Huh? Oh, yeah, sorry, He looked back up at Hanukkah. Give me 2 more months before I go?
2 months?
Uh-huh. Hanukkah gave him a look. She knew well that she had seen. Hanukkah. He gave Hanukkah a look. She knew well that he had seen something in the future.
Alright. In 2 months, you go back home. And actually go home, not hiding in the shadows.
The ninja grinned. Yeah, I promise. He then turned to Hesuke. Thank you for giving this to me. He carves things like this all the time when he's bored. No problem. He said you'd probably be lonely by now. Well, he knows me. Chizuru looked at Hanukkah as she pushed herself off of the railing.
How long have those two been separated?
Probably 6 years now.
6 years?
I have tried, but if he's willing to do it now, I'm glad. We'll be able to relax some.
Does
Hanukkah blinked before she smiled.
I missed a line.
Oh yeah, I did.
Does that mean you can also relax?
Hanukkah blinked before she smiled.
I think so.
The day passed on as introductions were made, people were assigned to rooms, strength had been tested, and those who were and they were assigned to positions or divisions. The long day came to a halt when dinner was served along with some sake that Hanukkah purchased to welcome the newcomers. Everyone was happy celebrating, except for Hanukkah and Hesuke, who had made themselves scarce. They walked away from the common room where everyone was eating and drinking to the farther end of the headquarters, to where the Furies had made their home away from everyone else in the sun. Hanukkah looked at Hesuke for a second before they arrived to see if he was up for this, only to receive a nod. Hanukkah called out,
Son-on-son, are you awake?
There were a few sounds of shuffling before they heard a voice. Yes, you may come in. Hanukkah slid the door open and stepped inside, sitting in front of him.
You missed a busy day, Son-on-son.
Oh, did I?
You did. The new members finally arrived today.
Sana's eyes lit up. I see. Then does that also mean... Hesuke popped into the doorway. Yeah, I'm back. He sat down next to Hanukkah, and with another surprise, too. Oh? Sana looked at him before noticing the crest. You joined the Shinomi-kun's clan, hmm? Hesuke smiled. More than that, I'm her brother now. Brother? Sana gave them both a small smile. I suppose that makes sense with how close you two are. Yeah, but... How do you feel, Sana-san? You can use your arm again now, right? Yes, I can, but... You don't have to worry about me, Todo-kun. I'm perfectly fine. If you're sure, but I'm glad you're okay. If you died, I don't know what I would do. Sana gave a small chuckle. I wouldn't want to think what you'd all do. He then turned to Hanukkah. Your sister took care of me.
Me? I just sat there until you woke up. Not much else I did.
You helped me convince everyone. Convince? Hesuke tilting his head.
Hesuke,
Hmm?
why don't you go join the others?
Why?
They'll get curious and come looking for you. Don't want them to find out Sanon-san is alive. Or the Furies.
Oh, right. You can get away with being away. Though, I probably could too now. He gets up.
Not on my watch.
I was just kidding, Kasan. Just be sure to eat dinner, okay? You too, Sanan-san. He then headed to the door and ran back off to the common room, leaving the two alone in silence. Haruka fidgeted with her hands a little before Sanan spoke up. You seem distracted. Is it because of Todo-kun?
Sharp as ever.
He sat closer to her. Do you not want him as a sibling, or is it something else?
I'm fine with him as a sibling. Just... he has to hear things now and know about certain things.
Oh, family secrets?
Something like that. Not to mention a lot of clan history.
Haruka stopped fidgeting and stared at her hand.
He's now staying in the same way as I am. Even if it's to a lesser extent.
Sanan watched as she stopped moving and entered into a state with her own thoughts. He places a hand on her shoulder to gain her attention. Todo-kun is is stronger than you think. You can worry all you like, but he'll be fine.
That so?
I've known him for a while. He isn't one to give in so easily. That's why he's a front runner. Haruka took a moment for herself.
You know, I think I just thought of a favor you could do for me.
June 1865. It's way too hot, Haruka ne.
I know. Shut
Can you like...
No.
Damn. If I could do it, I would, Kasan.
Hesuke.
I know, but it would be so much better than this heat. It was in the common room were Shota, Haruka, and Hesuke, hiding from the heat of the summer. Haruka sat against the wall while both Shota and Hesuke were sprawled out on the floor. Haruka fanned herself, and although she gave them both fans, they quit on it.
Just use the fans.
I don't think I can move my arms. Yeah, but I don't feel bad. I feel bad for whoever's on rounds today, Hesuke said as he sat up and picked up the fan next to him. How many of these do you have anyway?
Probably 5 more.
Were they from that daimyo and Toza that gives you so much trouble?
No, I think most of these are from Yamochi-sama.
She then points to the one Hesuke has.
That one I know is from Matsudaria-sama.
He looked at the fan he was holding, blue with gold accents and flowers with a metal frame. Wonder what these flowers are.
Forsythia. You can find them in Ozo. It said they will lead you home when you need them most.
Huh, that's kinda cool. One of the doors in the common room slid open and entered Hijikata, Okita, and Kondo. Oh, so this is where you three have been hiding.
Please don't tell me you can actually stand this heat.
It's not that bad. She just stared at him.
Oni.
Says one herself. Please stop. Wait.
Soji.
Oh yeah. Please stop flirting. It's gross. Especially from Hijikata-san. Soji walked past Hijikata as he tried to hit him as he passed, but missed. That's not flirting, Soji. Okita just sat next to Haruka. Sounds like it to me. Seriously though, going after Kazan? Didn't think you liked women above you. Soji! Soji! Well, it's getting rather warm lately. Haruka just sighed as she continued to fan herself as gets
Discord is like, no, you can't say these words.
Well, it is getting rather warm lately. Haruka just sighed as she continued to fan herself as Okita kept smirking at Hijikata.
Did you three have a reason coming in here, or...?
Kondo-san's got some big news. Everyone's coming here to hear it. Shota sat up and laid back on his hands. Does that include the guys on rounds too? They'll have to hear about it later. As people started to file into the common room, Shota and Hesuke got up and sat closer to Haruka and Okita, forming their own little group near the wall. As people sat down, Shota handed Haruka her fan back, but not before Okita snatched it to look at it as they waited. Haruka just raised an eyebrow at him. His response was a wide grin. Okay,
Hello?
it's story time.
Huh.
Also,
Fuck you, Okita.
Well, I didn't know because I didn't see the live.
it is Hakuoki, but not the game. We got another chapter in all.
Yeah.
Alright. Well, see you later.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
Hey. Okay, his response was a wide grin. Chizuru, along with Shimu, sat behind her, were among the last, and joined their little group. Shimu sitting in Hesuke's lap. Ah, Shimu, did you have to pick me? It's already hot as it is. Bah! And Hesuke didn't move, and Shimu didn't move as Hesuke pounded on. Whenever everyone settled, Kondo-san spoke. Now, I'm sure you're all aware that Iyomochi-sama is visiting Kyoto soon. As is the case, the Shinsengumi has been asked to be his guards on his way to Nijo Castle. That got a lot of people's attention from silent to loud whispering from one person to the next. Even the captains were surprised. Oh, that got a lot of people's attention from silence to loud whispering from one person to the next. Even the captains were surprised. We get to protect the shogun? That's a big step for us. Haruka looked at all the men excited and talked about how they were going to set up their formations, but in her mind, she was silently grateful for something else.
Seems you took my advice. I just didn't think you'd use them. I'm now going to be hearing it for days.
Okita noticed the long look in her eyes and nudged her. What are you blanking out for? Can't you accept us of protecting the fate of our country? That caught the attention of everyone else. She placed her hand back onto...
No, I have faith you do an excellent job.
Well, if Shinobi-kun has faith in us, then we'll have to do well for her as well. Which reminds me, will you be joining us? Yeah, Kasan, will you go in my place? He leaned over to her with pleading eyes, knowing full well he would be left behind because he had been sick recently. Haruka just pushed him away from her gently.
Yeah, about that. I wasn't called, so I assume I'm not needed. Besides, this is the Shinsengumi's time to shine. I'd get in the way.
Kondo seemed a bit disappointed, but nodded his head. I see. Well, then I'd leave Soji in your care. Hesuke's hand is shot up. Yes, Hesuke. Actually, I don't feel all that good. I might be coming down with something, and even if I'm not 100%, I don't think I can do that good a job. Haruka looked over at him.
Hesuke, why didn't you say anything earlier?
He gave a slight frown. Didn't want to worry you, Kasan, but I'll be fine. Haruka could sense something more to it, but turned to Chizuru.
What about you, Chizuru?
Me?
Just because I'm not doesn't mean you have to stay behind too.
Kondo-san nodded his head. We don't mind if you join us. You're practically one of us as much as Shinomi-kun is.
Well,
The young page looked around at the other men. They had smiles on their faces to encourage her. But that's when they heard a loud caw as something flew into the common room. They all looked up to see a crow flying with something in its talons as Shimu barked. Hiei! Shota, as the bird swooped down to Haruka, she held her hands out to receive what Hiei, touching on Shota's shoulder. She opened the paper and read it. Hijikata raised an eyebrow. You know that crow? Yep. I trained a bunch of crows to deliver messages. I thought things like that were outlawed. As he stared at the bird who flapped his wings. It just made sense since Haruka and Net traveled everywhere. New orders came. We needed to get to her fast. Saito spoke up. Are you being called for again? She read the paper. Read the paper.
Seems I will be joining you.
She stood up as the men seemed surprised.
Sorry, Kondo-san, but I will have to pull a rank on the Shinsengumi.
Rank? Do you mean you are to take charge? Takeda said. It seems rude, doesn't it? You did just say it was our time. Haruka walked over to Kondo-san and Hijikata-san.
I've been called to do something a Shinomi hasn't done in quite a while. And that is on top of my duties as Taicho for the Yokozume as well.
Wait, Hachido's coming too? Haruka nodded her head.
And a few others of my squad. But I will be the leader going to Nijo with them behind me.
But why do you have to do it, Haruka-chan?
Well, Yamachi-sama decided to call for an old tradition. The head of the Shinomi clan is to guide the shogun to safety when called upon. They are the front line.
Break. Also,
Oh,
a brownie brittle?
The fuck, Fate?
Sorry.
Also, they are the front line and symbolize death protecting them instead of taking their life.
Death, huh? Yeah, that fits ya. She just rolled her eyes.
Thanks, Soji.
She didn't turn to Kondo-san.
I hope you don't mind.
Not at all. If it's something you're ordered to do, then there's nothing to worry about. Guess we'll have to be on extra good behavior, don't we?
I could always
Oh, that's Haruka.
Yeah. I could always make the punishment be cleaning everyone's uniforms for a month straight.
Just the uniforms?
Could add on cleaning the whole temple if I'm pissed off enough.
Please stop flirting in front of everybody!
It's not flirting!
Flirting! And most of the men laughed. Haruka just sat and focused on cheesing.
So are you going to join us?
She looked around the room. A lot of the men were smiling and even encouraging her to join.
I think I'll go with you all.
Alright, let's see here.
Skip
Where's
forward.
Where's the button? There it is. No, that's not the button. Where is the button?
Which button?
Found it.
2 hours later.
In her room, as the sun was getting ready to set on the day the shogun would arrive, was getting ready, wearing a dark outfit similar to what Shota would wear on duty. Do you have anything for that, or no?
Nah, later.
Okay.
Later.
As she's let her hair down, she heard Hesuke called out to her. Kasan?
Come in.
Hesuke closed the door and sat against the wall as Haruka brushed her hair. Do you really have to do all this?
Yes? Why do you ask?
I mean, to be portraying death? That's a little harsh, isn't it?
Not at all.
Why not?
I guess I should tell you this now. As a Shinomi, death isn't something to be feared. We know we will be taken care of by the earth and eventually into a new life, no matter when our time comes.
You mean reincarnation, right? You believe in that?
There's a story that our founder revived her dead husband into an Oni, breathing new life into him. Reincarnation isn't exactly as you think in some cases.
Sounds like the water of life.
Those things are way different.
So you don't agree with it either, huh?
That's a whole other mess, Hiske.
Hey, where's Shota? I haven't seen him all day.
Guarding the Shogun.
Already?
It's part of tradition. The shadows of the clan leaders to offer their services. Death has no protectors.
I guess that makes sense. Haruka set her brush down.
On that note, shouldn't you be in bed?
Oh, yeah,
You're not really sick, are you?
no, I guess I've been having problems, in my head about everything, and I just don't want to protect the Shogun.
What do you mean everything?
I mean, how everything is changing because of the foreigners. Going back to Edo and seeing all those new buildings and shops. The people. Is the Shogun really going to get rid of them?
Do you think it's something you want?
Huh?
I mean, they're people like you and me trying to make a living exploring the world outside of where they live, making some kind of effort to get to know us.
But they forced their way in. Things are changing too fast. Hell, even the Shinsengumi is changing. I just kind of wish it was like back then. Going on rounds to Sano and Shin. No real responsibility but to protect the people and have fun every now and then. But now there's a lot on our shoulders and problems, like, well, with Ito-san.
Change can be good or bad.
He hung his head down. Yeah, I know that. I damn well know that, but it feels like I'm losing something, Kasan. Haruka got up and sat next to him.
If you didn't make a change in your life by running away, you'd still be living with your mother, fighting about who your father is. You never would have joined the dojo, met Sano and Shin, become who you are now, and learn all the things you already have.
She turned her head to him.
Never would have met me or Chizuru.
Heisuke's head shot up and looked at her. But meeting you two?
Change things?
Yeah.
Heisuke, you can make your own choices. Believe in Mochi-sama or not. Believe in what Ito believes or not. Hell, believe in change or not. But I can only tell you what I think and see things.
You're not against change.
Do you know why I chose my name as Haruka? Why it's written the way it is?
No?
I picked this kanji for Haru because I named myself after another leader, Harumichi.
What did he do?
Boop.
What did he do?
He brought change at the start of this era, all the way back to Ieyasu-sama. Not just for Oni, but humans too.
You mean he's the reason you work so closely with the Shogun? She nodded her head.
At the time, Oni were losing faith in the head of all Oni at the time. Some clans were even banned for participating in discussions.
Like Shota's.
We were even forbidden from asking humans for help, interacting with them, though that's always been a thing since our founder. He brought change to both worlds, even if no one really knows about it.
So you look up to him. Do you want to bring change?
If I can. But mostly, I kind of want to keep going what he proposed. If he didn't gain the trust of both sides, I think Oni would be in a much worse position.
Really? Like what? Haruka took a moment before speaking.
Burned down. Or, well, worse.
Heisuke's eyes widened. Burned down? Haruka took a breath, in and out.
Anyway, that's my choice. You just stay behind and think about it, as much as you like. Oh, and please keep Soja from getting up so much.
Do you know how impossible that is? It's like he's an unruly cat.
I'm sure you can figure it out.
She smiled, but Heisuke just gave her an unamused look. When you do it, you make it look easy.
Soji would listen to Haruka 80% of the time.
He would act like he just doesn't care and does it anyway, but terrifying.
He will complain.
He'll just be like, alright, fine. Anyways, Haruka and the Shinzagumi just stood outside of Kyo as the sun was beginning to set. Not long did the procession arrive to meet them, with the leader being Hitomi. He signaled them to stop and then came up to her.
It is, he told me.
Hitomi-san.
He told me speaks first, is what I'm saying.
Yeah. Taicho,
He told me, son.
can I meet your new friends? Haruka just gave him an unamused glare.
Introductions will be done in Nijo. Then you can have whatever fun you want.
Right, guess we should continue with this. He then called out over his shoulder, Okada, bring it, will you? A young man had straightened himself up as he moved between Iba and Motoyama. Holding a mask with his hands, he bowed and presented it to Haruka. She looked at it as it was held with the design facing the ground.
Is this correct?
This is what I was given.
I see. Thank you.
She took the mask, kept the design facing the ground. She then looked over her shoulder and nodded to Kondo-san, signaling for the men to get into position. From the back and at the front, there was a wave of white surrounding the procession before it settled.
You too, he told me, son.
Forgetting something, are you?
After it's on, understand?
You got it, Taicho. Haruka stepped back as Hitomi moved towards Iba and was given a lantern. Haruka closed her eyes for a moment before lifting the mask up and onto her face. It was a blue Hanya mask, white hair, blue sky horns, and fangs, and golden eyes. There was a moment of silence between Hitomi, Iba, and Motoyama as they saw the mask. Iba was stunned, Motoyama unsettled, and Hitomi keeping his tongue back.
Oh,
The
boy.
Shinsengumi members nearly took notice, and nearby took notice of their reactions as Hitomi lit the lantern, returning to Haruka and handing it. She then took it with both hands and used it as the rest, and it rested on the stick as it sat on, bowing slightly before turning to take the lead. They then headed to Kyo properly, the sky darkening as they walked. People had lined up to watch the procession, but surprised that greeted them. And Oni? No, it's just death. Shogun's demon. Death? Death is protecting the Shogun. It's been so long. Why not? Is that the Shinsengumi? So death could control the Amiibo. What does this mean for the Emperor? Does she protect them too?
Jesus Christ.
I figured it had been pretty quick, so.
I guess. I mean, it's murmurs in a crowd.
Yeah.
Ah!
Actually, thank you for that. I needed that.
Fade hasn't been doing his job.
No, he hasn't. Fuck you, Fade. Actually, no, wait.
Fuck you, Octavia.
There we go. The ramblings continued as they made their way to Nijo, and the crowd thinned out until nothing was left. When they reached it, the Shinsengumi members were in post. Chizuru was to be a messenger, updating orders, while the palanquin was outside. Joining Haruka and her men would be Kondo, Hijikata, Ito, Saito, Harada, and Nagakura. Haruka stopped, turned and waved the lantern side to side to lay the palanquin down. When it opened, out stepped Shota, wearing his scarf over his head and mouth, then helping the Shogun out of the palanquin. The Shogun then looked at Haruka, his eyes wide, slightly wide at the side of her mask, before walking up to her. He took the lantern and blew out the flame. Are you okay, Haruka? This isn't the mask I asked.
Of course it's not.
As she reached for the mask and took it off.
But that doesn't stop me from doing my job, even if someone wanted to insult me.
This earned a quiet chuckle from Hitomi as he and the other Okazume members stood to the side in a line. The palanquin was removed, and Haruka signaled to Shota to go on guard on the outside. He nodded his head and quickly left the room. The Shogun turned around to see the Shinzigumi men, who bowed at him. He smiled. That's enough. We should move to somewhere better to ease tensions a bit. Haruka, can you lead the way for me again?
Always.
He looked over to Hitomi. She
Hitomi-
looked over to Hitomi.
Hitomi-san, Hachiro, Motoyama, Okada, around him.
Got it. Haruka then looked over to
Kondo-san, please follow Hitomi-san.
Kondo-san nodded his head, and they all followed Haruka. They all settled onto the floor, and Haruka, Hitomi, Iba, Motoyama, and Okada on one side, Kondo, Ito, Hijikata, Saito, Nakakura. And between both sides was Iyomochi-sama. Iyomochi-sama looked over at the Shinzigumi men and smiled. Oh, that says nen, not men.
Oh
And
no!
smiled. So, these are the men you have been working with, Haruka?
Yes, they seem to be the same men I've been working with for 2 years.
Bitch, why are you distracting me?
What?
She sent me something. It's an oversimplification, but yes, that's exactly.
What?
So Haruka joked. Iyamochi chuckled and bowed slightly at him. I have to thank you for protecting Kyo and for hosting Haruka. The men were surprised at his gesture. Haruka and Hitomi just chuckled at the reactions as they bowed back at the Shogun. No, it's really a pleasure to have worked for you and was able to protect you, Iyamochi-sama. Iyamochi-sama straightened himself. I picked you because Haruka spoke highly. He looked at Kondo-san with a spark in his eyes. You are Kondo-san, correct? You knew Haruka as a child? Oh, well, you only met for 1 day. Still, fate has brought you together again. There has to be a reason behind it. Kondo-san relaxed a bit. To be honest, I was surprised she was sent to help us. Well, I do trust her to get things done. Haruka looked slightly uncomfortable.
There you go again. Quit the praise.
For now. Haruka sighed and slumped her shoulders. The other Shinzigumi men then introduced themselves. Ito, however, had a question. If I may ask, Iyamochi-sama, you are quite friendly with Shinomi-sama. How long have you known her? Before Iyamochi could respond, Hitomi I sowed my chaos, I just... Thank you!
Okay.
She really does that. Anyways, before Iyamochi Sama could respond, Hitomi clapped a hand on... Spoke. Taicho has known him since he was a child. They're basically childhood friends.
Hold on.
Wait.
Can I direct you for Hitomi?
Oh.
He's friendly and bolsterous and frightening. Sometimes.
Taicho has known him since he was a child. They're basically childhood friends. Haruka glanced at both Hitomi and Ito, and muttered a breath.
Why is it back to me?
Because you're the main character. Really? I thought you only recently worked for the Shogun. Yeah. Haruka looked at Hitomi, his hand before his shoulder.
I started working for them 10 years ago or so. But before that, when I couldn't tag along with my father, I'd stay behind in Edo. So, a lot of the time I was his protector.
She's like an older sister to me. Then why don't you adopt Iyamochi-sama too?
That wasn't my choice.
Iyamochi then put his hands together as he remembered something. Oh, that's right! You have a new brother, don't you? Iba, Motoyama, and Okada leaned... New brother? Haruka quickly stared daggers at them as they both straightened themselves up, none looking in her direction.
Right. My brother.
I feel like she would say while, like, gritting her teeth, right, my brother.
I did.
Is he not here?
Unfortunately, he's ill and could not participate.
Oh, well that's too bad. I hope he gets well soon.
I'm sure Heisuke will appreciate your wishes.
It's Hey! Motoyama tried to yell but was quieted by Bo and Okada covering his mouth quickly with their hands, pushing him back so he wouldn't get up. This got a few laughs, even from Iamochi-sama, as Haruka facepalmed in disappointment at her own men. It didn't take long for Motoyama. Motoyama? Wait a minute, hold up.
It's Iba.
Iba tried to yell.
No, Iba and Okada are the one covering Motoyama's mouth.
Okay, by Iba and Okada. Okay. It didn't take long for Yama to get out, being able to breathe again, staring at both of them. Both. I feel like Motoyama is.
You're cutting out. No.
Then I'm gonna go ahead and precaution.
Hello there.
Reset. Okay. I feel like Motoyama is a puppy. Haruka then remembered something.
Actually, Ito-san, I need to thank you. There's something I have to do that I think Shota may have overlooked.
I have?
Is that a drink?
Sure. Why not? I have? Haruka got up and walked over to Iamochi-sama and stuck her hand out. Iamochi looked a bit surprised, but knew what she was after. They stared at each other before Iamochi reached into his sleeve and handed Haruka a small box. She looked at it, then Iamochi, before raising an eyebrow. Iamochi-sama smiled a bit nervously as Haruka switched hands and held out her hand again. Iamochi sighed and reached into his sleeve again and brought out another small box. Can't I just have some?
I know you already ate some. Shota may let you do that, but not me.
Iamochi sighed again as he reached for another box and handed it to her.
You need to take better care of yourself.
She turned away and tossed the box to Iba, Harada, and Ito. Harada opened the box first and looked inside. Candy?
He has a bad habit of sneaking some.
Haruka sat back down. Hitomi-san, I thought I needed to...
Hey.
Oh. Right.
Hitomi-san, I thought I reminded you to make sure he didn't have any.
I did! He crossed his arms. I checked thoroughly.
Who was in charge of tending to him?
Let me think. He thought for a moment as Okada at the end tried to stay calm. Haruka took notice.
Never mind. Okada!
Yes, Taicho!
Did you give them to him?
Uh-oh, she's mad. Hitomi smirked as Haruka hit him on his back.
Quit it. Don't do it again, Okada. Remember the last time you did something wrong.
Yes, Taicho, I won't do it again. What exactly happened last time? A rag to the face, a bucket to the chest, and cleaning all of the squad's training weapons. What would have been this time?
Probably just guard duty outside for the rest of the time here.
Oh! Oh, so not harsh this time then? That's because you convinced him.
That's Haruka.
Oh, so not harsh this time then?
That's because you convinced him.
I admit I'm guilty of that.
Sometimes I wonder if I should have just stayed your protector.
We can't have that though. Your job is too important. And I only trust you to do it.
I know.
I know. She tilted her head.
It shouldn't be too long, right?
Very soon. For what exactly? How... a display of power.
Your choice how you want to voice the Emperor.
I'll have to research him later, but
Yeah.
they opened the doors opened to reveal Emperor Kome. Most in the room were surprised at his appearance and bowed.
Tenoheke.
Ah,
Tanohike, you arrived safely.
Haruka said as she bowed slightly along with Iamochi-sama. I did. I was promised an interesting display. One that hasn't been done before I became emperor. He took a seat at the other side, opposite of Iamochi-sama. I believe it was your grandfather, was it not? Yuto Shino... Oh yeah, you did it right.
Yeah, I did it.
Shinomi Yuto? Haruka nodded.
That is correct.
Ah, allow me to... I know who they are. Everyone in this room, even. Ah, right. That makes sense. Emperor Kome glanced over to the Shinjigumi men. Although I did not ask for their protection, I will admit they did help during the Kimimon incident. And protect my people and my city. I extend some gratitude for that. His eyes looked back at Haruka, but right now I'm interested in what you shall do. She blinked and stood up.
Right.
You will display your skills in a fight against someone here. To face everyone but Haruka, Iamochi, and Hitomi. Fight? Haruka nodded her head.
Time and time again, my position is to be proven to both sides, and an invitation to let both sides enjoy a show with no malice.
Iamochi nodded his head. So, who will you choose? Haruka looked around at the room a few times before settling on some poor, unfortunate victim.
Shinpachi!
Like I said, poor, unfortunate victim. Me! Then Saito and Haruka placed a hand on his shoulders. Good luck, Senpachi. You will be missed. Nagakura quickly turned his head to... Hey, I'm not gonna die! It's not to the death!
I can choose someone else.
Oh, who said I was backing down, huh? He grinned and stood up. I've actually wanted to fight with you anyway, so why not now? Haruka blinked as Nagakura stood in front of her.
Really? Good. You're not going to go soft on me.
Now, why would I do that? He grinned as they both backed away, everyone else moving back to give them more room. As Nagakura drew his sword and got into position, Haruka reached for hers, and a voice called out, Kasumi! Haruka's hand instinctively stopped over the hilt of her kodachi. Kasumi? You don't really intend to use that, do you? Use Kogara Sumaru.
Kogara Sumaru.
Kogara Sumaru. I want to see the sword you use in your work. Haruka's hand stood frozen. Iamochi saw her not moving and spoke up. Kogara Sumaru isn't normally used for this purpose. Emperor Kome looked over at Iamochi. It's rarely seen outside of the dead. Don't you want to see it? I certainly do. Even if I am curious, it is a choice my friend will make by herself. Haruka, use whichever you are comfortable with. Haruka looked back at Iamochi and then the Emperor. Her hand then moved up to Kogara Sumaru, hilt, and drew it. The Emperor had a slight grin on his face as Haruka got into her position. Koncho no Kame. Her right arm's angled up and her left angled down. We're in the middle of this, by the way. Her blade position leveled with her shoulders. Nagakura saw how tense she was and tried to calm her down a bit. Hey, are you... What's that face? Afraid I'll beat you?
Beat me?
Come on, I'm the strongest here. No other reason you picked me, right? He smiled. She blinked and her eyes sharpened slightly.
Actually, I picked you for a different reason.
Oh, yeah?
I still haven't gotten you back for dropping water over me the other day.
There's a perfect sound for this, by the way.
Is there?
Where is it? Yes.
It was at this moment that he knew. He fucked up.
The other day he was bringing water from the well to use for cooking when he had tripped. Unfortunately, Haruka was nearby and had become soaked from it. You're still mad about that?
Shin,
Yeah?
look. I would like to point out that is why Saito said you'll be missed. Because everybody else remembered what happened.
In almost an instant, Haruka covered the distance between them. Nagakura managed to block her attack, even being pushed a little bit. It was an accident, and I apologize. Now you're just picking on me. He pushed her back and swung at her, only for her to dodge.
Maybe I am.
That's not fair, Haruka-chan.
Deal with it with your movements!
They traded blows back and forth, no closer to a winner than when they started. Nagakura eventually saw an opening when she missed and passed him, turning his blade around, aiming for her left side. What he didn't expect was her turning and blocking it, lifting his sword and holding her sword in her left hand. Hitomi could be heard laughing. Ha ha! Oh, I fell for that! Haruka now holding her sword left instead of right. You kept the... Oh. Wait.
That is Hitomi, so.
Yeah. You kept that secret for a long time, Taicho!
They would eventually find out one day.
Nagakura moved back as they both paused to catch each other's breath. Left-handed. Nagakura scratched the back of his head as he left. Damn, never would have guessed. I guess Saito-san now has a rival, right, Saito? It's unexpected. So that's how you catch them unguarded. You were trained to use both hands. Who exactly taught you? Haruka tilted her head back a bit to look at him.
I'm afraid who my master was will go to the grave with me.
As she was about to get into position, Shota appeared next to her and whispered to her, making her straighten up a bit.
I see.
Nice. There was a look over to Shinsengumi Min.
There may be a slight disturbance. Might you check it out?
Hijikata nodded and stood up. Harada, Saito, with me. It was getting good. Harada stood up. Haruka then looked over at her squad as Shota and the others left quickly.
Hachiro, you go with them.
Right, Taicho. He got up and ran after them.
Oh boy.
So the demonstration has been put on hold. Shota waited for the group outside of the room. I spotted Kazuma, Agama, Giri, and Shiranui, but they seem to be after Chizuru rather than the Shogun. Chizuru? Haichiro, let's go. The three Shinsengumi men ran off, trying to catch up with Iba as he made his way out. As he made his way out of Nijo's, Shota staying out of it due to his duties. Iba, being the furthest ahead, had heard part of the conversation. How she's a female Oni and should leave with him. Iba ran faster to make sure they don't. When he was close, he drew his sword and stood in front of her. Whatever it is you're saying, you're wrong. She's a normal girl and always has been. He gave Chizuru a comforting look before looking back at Kazuma. Are you alright, Chizuru?
Oh shit.
Iba-san?
Hiba-san! Wait, how did you...
Taichiro! Shinomi-san told me there was some trouble out here, so I was sent. Kazuma sneered at Iba as his sword was pointed at his neck. You're associated with her. Iba tightened his grip on his sword. I am an Okazume like her. I've heard you two clash. Oh,
Iba.
I'm an Okazume like her. I heard you two clash before. We have. And she fell into the river. I'll have to get you back for that. You are just another shogunate dog, commanded under a traitor. Make fun of me all you want, but I won't let you insult Shinomi-san. Then get out of my way. This has nothing to do with you. If you tried to take her away, then it does! The two of them stared in silence before Kazuma turned to Amagiri. I'm too skilled to waste time on this shit. You don't even compare to her. Amagiri, take care of this. He stepped forward. Either you two will end up killing him, so I suppose I have no choice. He then entered a fighting stance, giving off a frightening aura. Terrifying presence is what this is.
Yes.
Both Iba and Chizuru could feel the strength coming from Amagiri.
Iba-san,
Stay behind me, Chizuru. I don't want you getting hurt.
But
Please, if not for me, then it's for Shinomi-san. He was not giving her time to argue.
Nope.
Chizuru stared at him for a second before nodding her head and moving back. Iba and Amagiri stared at each other as tension rose. Then when Amagiri slightly lowered his guard, Iba took the opportunity to strike. He was surprised when Amagiri had dodged it entirely and quickly, realizing he had fallen for his trick. Felt something like that, even having seen something similar earlier, but Iba then fell through with several swings to counter and get him to back off. His movements were fast but controlled. Iba trying not to miss a step, even if his sword never connected to keep his opponent on his feet. Amagiri at some point did step back, but still defensive, and spoke. I see. You didn't gain the title of Okazume for no reason. In fact, I think only a few only could keep up with you. You have commendable strength. Iba's eyes widened as Kazuma's eyebrows furrowed. Are you really complimenting a human, Amagiri? Amagiri then made his move and resumed the fight. Alright, fight.
You okay?
It became fast-paced, leaving no breathing room. One single mistake could cause either to end their life. At one point, Iba found his opening and went for it. I was typing something in. You are mine! He swung his sword in force, confident that he had his mark, only to be surprised when Amagiri caught his blade with his hands. He gritted his teeth as he stared at Amagiri. The man spoke softly to him. Even with that strength of yours, I could see why you would be considered for this role to be shared with Shinomi-sama. But only aiming for my arms and legs, you are incapable of striking somebody other than that there. Unlike her, you have never killed before, moving fluidly and predictably. Iba had a bitter expression on his face, his grip tightening once more on his sword. Chizuru noticed his reaction to Amagiri's words, suggesting what he said was true in some ways. Amagiri sighed and released his sword and backed away. All sense of fight had gone from him with no intention to continue. Cosmo scoffed. A dog that can't even bite and kill. What value is there in you? Come on, what the hell? You work under probably the most frightening person to the human world, but you can't even do that? Come on, what the hell? You work under probably the most frightening person to the human world, but you can't even do that? Shiranui pulled out his gun, pointing it at him. I might as well just get rid of you for her if you're gonna be that disrespectful.
no!
Chizuru's body moved, her hands in front of her as she to cover the opening of the gun, shutting her eyes closed. As the shot rang out, and then a shot rang out. When she opened her eyes, the bullet had gone through her hand and was now bleeding. Shiranui's eyes widened as he moved his gun away. Shit, what the hell? Chizuru! Hiba came to her side. Chizuru, are you alright? He moved her away from them by grabbing her hands, but once he felt a wet feeling, he looked at his eyes and saw her blood.
I'm fine.
I'm fine. She said with a forced smile. Meanwhile, Cosmo staring at Shiranui. His temper was out of his limit. Damn it, Shiranui. You hurt the reason we came here. Shiranui turned to him, his own face frustrated. It's not my fault she decided to try and block her shot with her own hands. Who the hell would even do that? Amagiri sighed. But now that you fired your gun, you have now more than definitely attracted more humans. We have to go. Cosmo stared at Chizuru and Iba.
Hold on.
Eh?
I'm having a phone call. I'll be right back.
Hello.
Oh, hello. Where were we?
We just had a Hakuoki Chronicles stream from November 1st.
Oh.
Alright, now, Cosma stared at Chizuru and Iba. I won't stain my sword with human blood. Honestly, I was hoping she would show up to face me again. But I suppose she was too much of a coward, too. He then drew his sword. But I'll make an exception for you, since she so graciously sent you. Shiranui readied his gun again, and Amagiri got into a stance. Iba moved between them, and Chizuru, this time seeming a bit more nervous with the idea of facing 3 enemies at once, was with their strength. He was going to attempt to do it anyway if he wanted to protect her. Then a voice rang out, "Hey, you bastards, what the hell do you think you are? Where the hell do you think you are?" Hijikata, Saito, and Harada finally caught up with Iba. You three being here is the last thing I need. Harada's eyes widened when he saw Chizuru. Chizuru, you're bleeding. Did they do this? Hachido, take her away and deal with her wounds. Iba nodded his head. Right, this way. He took Chizuru away from everything while they dealt with the 3 intruders. They turned a few corners before coming to a stop. I need to see you treat your wounds. Can I see your hands? He said gently. Chizuru looked at him for a second in the eyes before diverting. She looked uneasy, keeping her hands out of sight to hide them. Chizuru?
It's not that bad. I can treat it myself.
Aba's concerned face softened just a bit before he spoke again. Is there a reason you don't want to show me?
Well,
Please let me take a look, Chizuru. If I leave you like that, Shinobi-san will never forgive me. Chizuru took a moment before giving up and showing her head. Iba gently took them as he held a handkerchief to start to wipe the blood away. Only for his hands to stop when he saw that the wounds that should be there weren't. Chizuru. She just closed her eyes, daring him not to look. Flooding her mind is the conversation she had with the 3 before, asking if her wounds healed faster than humans. If they did, then she'd be an Oni. It was something she didn't want to believe, but it made no other sense.
I know it's not normal.
Then she felt Iba's hands on her shoulders. She opened her eyes and saw him smiling at her. You are nothing but an ordinary girl.
But
Iba hesitated a bit before he spoke. You're not the first time I've seen something like this, so it's not completely abnormal. But you are a normal girl, and I knew about this for quite some time. His face softened again with nostalgia. All this time, you still kept your promise, even if unknowingly.
promise?
She then thought back to last year when Iba visited shortly after Kyo caught on fire. The walk through Kyo to ease her buzzing mind. Do you remember the promise I made? Was what he asked her.
Did I?
Iba breathed deeply before continuing. When we were small, we'd walk together holding hands on our way to find some snacks. We attempted to read Kodo's Western books, but we could never figure it out. As Chizuru listened, older memories started to pop into her head. A slightly older boy than her would often come to the clinic. Sometimes he was ill, and other times it was just to be with her. The name eventually came to her.
Hachiro? Is that really you?
Iba's eyes lit up. Do you remember?
I promised you to never let anyone see my fast healing.
Iba nodded his head. I never forgot that promise. But it didn't occur to me that you'd forget about me, which is, well, fine. It's fine, but it's been a long since I've seen you.
You're much taller now, and I don't remember you being so gallant.
Gallant?
Uh, uh,
Her, her face was turning red as she looked away from him.
I didn't mean anything by it. Just speaking out loud, like an ordinary girl would.
Motherfucker.
Is that so? Well, I'd rather hear about how you really feel about me. It'd make me so happy.
Oh,
Eva then became a bit more serious. Those three from earlier. They said you were one of them. Do you know what they're talking about? Chizuru slowly shook her head.
I have no clue. They said I was an Oni, like them.
Interesting. An Oni. She looked up at him.
Do you think Anessa knows anything?
Shinomi-san?
They seem to respect her. Or at least Amagiri and Shiranui do.
Well... Eba looked off into distance, hesitating like he did earlier when he said he knew someone that could heal like her. She'll kill me for this, but she might have answers.
Anessa might.
They then heard Hijikata-san yelling out for him. Eba quickly tore his handkerchief in half and wrapped up her hands. We can't let them see, right? He smiled at her as she nodded in confirmation before they met up with the others. Back at the hall, the fight had been over, Haruka winning over Nagakura. Oh, when's the funeral? The Emperor had made his departure shortly after, as that was all he had interested in. Even though they had been brought food now, they were still a little on edge, waiting for the others to come back. Then the door slid open, revealing Saito and Harada. Finally! Thought something serious happened. The two of them stepped inside. Nothing we couldn't handle. He sat down. How'd your fight go?
He lost.
My pride is broken now.
It'll fix itself.
Haruka said with a grin before it dropped when she looked at the door. She saw Iba and Chizuru, but she clearly saw Chizuru's hands.
Chizuru!
She got up and went over to both of them. She got a better look at her hands, and everything else that was in the room was made away. Harada and Saito looking away, knowing what happened. Taichiro, he was interrupted by Haruka.
Stay here. I'll be right back.
Haruka had left the room and slid the door closed. Everyone else in the room was silent and looked worried. Chizuru didn't know what to do, hiding her hands. That was when Iamochi spoke up. Yukimura-kun, right? Chizuru looked in surprise before she bowed quickly.
Yes, I'm Yukimura Chizuru.
Iamochi smiled. You're the one under her wing. It'll be alright though. She just needs a moment to herself. Chizuru straightened herself up and nodded. Meanwhile, outside of the hall, Haruka walked far enough away that she wouldn't be heard. She stopped in front of a pillar, looking frustrated and leaning against it.
Damn it!
She punched the pillar once before doing it a second time in force, causing it to bleed. Her view was obstructed as she looked down, not being able to see her surroundings. She then felt someone lift her head that was still in a fist against the hand, not head, that was still in a fist against the pillar. She looked up quickly to see Hijikata. Looks painful. She moved her fingers just a little bit.
I'm fine.
She tried to pull her hand away, but his grip was firm. He took out a handkerchief and wiped the blood away, seeing that it wasn't that bad, and wrapped it up. Thought I'd return this to you. They locked eyes for a bit before she let her arm back down and leaned back against the pillar, looking at the floor in front of her.
Boop. Hold on.
Ah,
Yeah.
we'll get to that eventually.
We'll finish this eventually. I thought I
It's
had
just
done
welcome to the world of line art, ladies and gentlemen.
this is a sketch. That ain't line art.
Anyways,
Thanks.
she was protecting Hachiro.
Really.
Yeah.
Did I couldn't be worse.
You haven't broken yet. Don't see how you could now. She gave a deflated laugh.
Honestly, I almost did. Being called,
It's not a bad name.
I left it behind for this one. I'm not that person anymore.
It's not who you are anymore, but it's still you.
I know.
She sighed and looked up at him, still looking exhausted and miserable.
Wait. There we go.
Yeah.
Can you get Hachiro and Chizuru for me? Hitomi-san as well?
Sure. He walked away from her towards the hall as Haruka looked at her wrapped hand. She let it fully heal now, the wrap useless, but still kept it on anyway, returning to her expression to how she usually is. Soon, Iba, Chizuru, and Hitomi came over to her, and she just silently led them over to a room.
What do they want?
Chizuru saw her hand was wrapped up, but decided not to ask about it.
They wanted me to go with them.
I see.
They also claimed I was an Oni, and that they were also Oni, and
Haruka just sighed loudly.
That man has no tact.
She glanced at Iba and Hitomi, both just waiting to see what she would do. She then looked at Chizuru.
Chizuru, I won't tell you everything right now, but they are right.
what?
Haruka took off the handkerchief and showed her wound had healed despite the blood on the cloth.
You and I are Oni. Kazuma, Amagiri, and Shiranui are Oni. There is no lie.
Is father...
Haruka nodded her head and wrapped up her hand again.
He wanted you to have no knowledge of it for your own safety.
But
I'm not answering further than that. Keep it hidden from others. Well, Heisuke knows, so you're alright to talk with him about it if you wish.
so... I am... not normal.
The young girl muttered out. Haruka looked a bit conflicted.
It's not that you're not normal. You are. Just not as a human. You're still a girl, and that doesn't change if your blood is human or Oni. We all feel the same things.
Iba looked over at Chizuru. See, Shinomi-san understands you.
But I feel different now knowing that.
Haruka did not look at her face.
There's always a line between humans and Oni. That doesn't mean we can't be together, make friends, and hang out with one another. Honestly, my clan's been trying to do that since Ieyasu-sama. And it's slowly working, but...
You're working against some stubborn old bastards on both sides. Those three are trouble. Don't let them get to you, Chizuru. You are you, no matter what they say. He smiled at her. Chizuru looked at Hitomi. At the man she was just introduced a few minutes earlier. Haruka had told her about her vice captain and how he was both annoying and a nice guy. She smiled back a little at him. Haruka then attempted to stand up but was unsteady and held her hand. Hitomi, noticing this, quickly stood up and steadied her shoulder. Whoa, easy. Whoa, easy there, Tachiro.
I'm fine.
Come on, don't lie to me of all people. To be of all people?
Ah!
You need to rest. You've been through a lot. Chizuru quickly stood up.
I'll look for a futon.
She went looking for one in the room. Iba stood up and placed his hands on her forehead. Tachiro, you're warm. Please rest for the night. Hitomi-san can take over for you. Besides, your duties are done. We don't want you to die of exhaustion. Haruka gently swatted Iba's hand away.
Alright, just shut up and stop worrying about me.
Chizuru had found a futon and laid it out for her as Hitomi helped her lay down. Chizuru, take care of her for us?
Of course.
Hitomi looked up at Eva before standing back up. Alright, you rest up, Takjiro. Nothing will happen, I promise. The men had both left the room, leaving the girls alone. Nah. Chizuru sat next to Haruka as she closed her eyes.
I have no doubt nothing will happen. I trust them.
She muttered out for Chizuru to hear. It made her smile a bit, but that she really puts her trust in them. The next day, the Shinsengumi was dismissed and were making their way back to the temple. Haruka was going with them, leaving her men behind to do their job. When Iamochi learned that Haruka was ill, he made sure she was treated accordingly. She walked behind all of them, lost in their thoughts. Chizuru walked beside her. They never spoke a word as they arrived at the temple. Hesuke and Okita were already up, just waiting for them. Hesuke, being impatient, ran over and saw Haruka and Chizuru. You're back! He was excited until he saw Chizuru's face. What? Chizuru shook her head.
I'm alright, Hesuke-kun. We can talk about it later, right, Ane-san?
Hesuke saw her bandaged hand too and looked worried. Haruka just patted his shoulder and headed to her room in silence. Kasan? Chizuru and Hesuke watched as she disappeared into the temple. Shimu, who was near Okita, ran after her. Shota appeared next to Chizuru, Hesuke, and Chizuru. Haruka just needs some time. But we can fill you in. Oh wait, would that?
Huh?
Thanks, thanks, Shota. Haruka reached her room and entered, slowly finding her way to her futon and laying on it, looking at the ceiling, reaching her bandaged hand up. The events of the last day run through her head. Her hand turns into a fist as she brings it down.
It could have been much worse. Cosmo still has no damn tact and could have killed people.
I'm not. She then sat up.
But now he really is after her. One problem after another.
Yay!
And that does it for chapter 10.
Yay! Ha-
What you guys can't see is that I've already started chapter 11.
Well, duh. I'm sure there's more art to go with it.
Oh, yes. I'm just mad I can't remember how I had this conversation between Haruka and Hijikata go.
Why didn't you just write it down?
I don't know! I have the bad habit of fucking acting it out and not writing it.
He's bad.
So which part did you like?
I'm not sure.
Oh?
I'm not sure. I said I'm not sure.
Okay.
I definitely liked it whenever Haruka and Saito are like, oh, we feel so sorry for you.
Because they know Shippachi doesn't fucking remember. No, you dropped water at Haruka the other day. You don't remember shit, so she's gonna get back at you for
What?
it.
Oh, no.
What?
Oh, something that Gray had reposted. Oh, yeah, sure, he's doom scrolling on Twitter, but he couldn't even be bothered to show up.
It's fine. If he wasn't in the mood, he wasn't in the mood. I don't blame.
I guess, yeah.
Did
There
we-
is a Mimikyu, a Pikachu, a Jigglypuff, and a Magnemite leaning against the corner of a desk.
What?
Ah.
What?
This one.
What?
Look.
What? We're squished.
There's another one that he reposted. It's out of context Pokemon, and it's just a trade sending Pikachu to Jesus. Goodbye, Pikachu.
Wait.
Wait, would it be Jesus? I don't know.
Jesus Christ.
Jesus Christ.
I.
Tomorrow's gonna be interesting.
Tomorrow?
I mean, isn't it Yu-Gi-Oh! Sunday?
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
It's, I know it's only 20 till, but I don't know much anything else at this point.
I don't know either. I can't believe we got over 10,000 words.
And it's only gonna get more from here.
That depends if it's planned or not beforehand.
I also think I have a good voice in mind for Chizuru, and it's actually thanks to a certain Atronach of Flame. Pommy from Amazing Digital Circus.
Yeah, we already figured that one out.
Yeah.
She's on the
Yeah,
list.
she's perfect.
She's also good for Koto as well, because I'd like for the twins to be played, by either the same person or real twins.
Yeah, true.
Also, I just realized Fate has been in this call.
This entire time and not said shit. I mean, he's in the stream, but,
Is he still there?
Oh, no, let's find out.
You just
See if he comes back. Yeah, we'll see if he comes back immediately. He might have passed out.
Jesus.
I am terrible, I know.
Sure, yeah.
Oh, man. So, is there gonna be nothing for tonight now, or what?
That's a good question. It's a 50-50 chance, everybody.
I guess,
We have to
yeah.
ask Gray. Gray will be our deciding factor, so I cannot predict yes or no.
Yee.
Alright.
I'm just taking a look. I don't think we're going to raid because it's just Daco on.
Yeah.
He is strictly for Sundays, everybody.
Yep.
Alright.
Though he is playing
yes.
Repo if you want to go over there.
Yeah, we got Yu-Gi-Oh! Sunday tomorrow, then Altar. Hopefully finishing up the duel.
Yes, hopefully. I did try to work on it today. Did not happen. I thought this was for tonight. I thought I had time. I didn't have time.
As it turns out.
The time did not exist.
Alrighty then. I think it's time to get out of here. Please drink water.
Have a good day or night.
Not tonight because you didn't drink water. We might see you tonight, everybody, but we will see you tomorrow. Bye!
Bye.